So if you're like me, you probably have thousands and thousands of photos on your hard drives. I want to show you guys an easy way to make your regular photos come to life. Super easy steps, super easy to do, and everything is done within your video editing program. And if you like this type of content, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell notification button so that whenever I post a new tutorial, kind of like this one, you'll be notified. And guys, before we get started, let me quickly shout out Mixkit for sponsoring this video. Audio tracks and overlays are assets that you use in your videos that could take it to another level. Well, that's what Mixkit offers. All that plus more, all for free. They have all types of assets that you can use, not just for your personal ones, but for your commercial projects as well. You'll find new tracks and overlays on there on a regular basis since they're always adding new stuff on there. It's a really great resource for content creators, especially if you're on a tight budget. So all the stock footage and music that you will see and hear on this video are all from Mixkit. Take a look at what they have to offer. I'll make sure to leave a link to Mixkit's website in the description down below. So the first thing we're gonna do is drag that photo onto the project timeline. And then we're gonna change the length until you're happy with the duration of it. So I'm gonna make this one about 8 seconds long. And then once you're done that, you're gonna copy this clip and paste another one on top of it. So with the bottom clip selected and the cursor at the beginning of that clip, we're gonna change the scale size to 90%. Disable your top clip for now just to see it. You can do that by highlighting the clip, pressing V. So as you can see here, the bottom clip has gotten a lot smaller. So now with the cursor still at the beginning there, you're going to want to place a keyframe under scale all and then move to the very end and change it back to 100%. So if you play that back, you'll see that it slowly starts to go back to its original size. Okay, so now the top clip, you can enable it again by pressing V. So now we're going to want to animate this clip now. So we can do that by looking for the draw mask tool and dragging that on top of it. So draw mask, and then you'll see the pen tool come up where you have to add the control points. So the more precise you are with the placement of these key points, the smoother it'll turn out. So I suggest zooming in to maybe 200% and then placing your key points around the subject. And take your time with this. Like I said, the more precise it looks, the better it'll turn out. Okay, so now that I'm done placing all the key points here, I'm gonna add a little bit of feathering inwards. So just so that it smooths it out a little bit more. Now I'm going to change the view back so that I can see the whole thing. Okay, so now once you're done placing all the key points, make sure the cursor is placed at the beginning and the top clip is highlighted. And we're going to change the scale size to about 130%. So that'll be under transform here. You can change this number to whatever you want. The higher the number, the bigger the movement. So I'm going to stick with 130% there. And then I'm also going to change the Y position to about 150 here. Once you're done that, we're going to place a keyframe under position and scale all. And then we're going to move to the very end of that clip. Make sure it's still highlighted. And we're going to change the numbers back to 0. So 0 under the Y position and 100% under scale all. So now it should look something like this. So I want to add a bit more to this effect here. So we're going to go to mixkit.co and we're going to look for some snow falling. I think I like this one here. There is a free version of this, which is 720p, but I think it'll work for what I want to do. So I'm going to download the free version. Now back into our project timeline, we're going to drag that snowfall clip on top of our main clip here, and then just match the length. And then you're going to want to change the blend mode, which is up here in the inspector tab, to screen. So you'll have something like this. It's a little too much. I don't want the snowfall to be too overpowering. So I think I'm going to change the opacity to about roughly around 5%. Now I'm just going to add a nice track to it that I also found on Mixkit. And this one is called Forest Treasure. So I'm just going to add a nice mythical sounding track to that. Maybe just turn it down a little bit as well. And one last thing you want to do is color grade and correct your footage. So once you correct and grade one of the clips here, you can just paste it to the other one. And just to make this one simple, I'm just going to apply a LUT to it. I really like how it looks, so I'm just going to apply a LUT to it. And then make sure you apply it to both clips. There you go, guys. It was super easy to do, and you can pretty much do this with any type of photos you have laying around. All you need to do is find one subject in your photo that you want to animate and just do the exact same steps that I showed you in the video. And of course, if you like the assets that I used in this video, make sure to check out Mixkit. I will leave a link to their website in the description down below.
It's my time in my prime. This the prime time. Pretty content. Are you content? No nonsense. Just a go-getter on a conquest. Hey.